Welcome to the Bogart Effect, a wealthy wisdom podcast. Please see important disclosure information at the end of the presentation.
What is this? But a lot of people's parents had pensions and Social Security, and they didn't have to do anything, right? And it's because 401ks are relatively new, right? They started in the 80s. It's really not that long. And so, people start jobs, kids start jobs at 25. They don't really know to add on, to start their 401k contributions because their parents didn't have one. It's just not that they're not aware of all of the different saving tools. And so, it definitely is important to say, yes, start your 401k, which is why now most companies auto enroll, individuals starting in a new company because there's too many choices. They'll say, I'll get to it. 10 years go by and you're like, you've missed this window of opportunity of savings. And yes, you can start at any time. People can make changes coming in at 45 and 50. We can still make drastic changes. So always seek out a plan no matter what stage you're at, because you don't want to wait until it is too late.
I love the comment you made a moment ago, though. The plans have changed, right? So baby boomers were the generation that had pensions. Right, and if you look at this, in 1997, 49% of S&P 500 companies had some form of a pension plan, a defined benefit plan. Mm-hmm. Now, there's only 13 companies that still have a true defined benefit. That's not 13%, that's 13 companies, right? So it's different, right? The impetus for saving is placed so much more on the individual than it used to be, which is going to become an even bigger problem for, I'm going to argue, millennials, Gen Z, and future generations after that. Yeah. I would also throw in mindset, right? The previous podcast was intended for general information purposes only. The information discussed is no substitute for personalized investment advice from Bogart or another investment professional. Different types of investments involve varying degrees of risk, and it should not be assumed that the future performance of any specific investment, strategy, or service will be profitable, suitable, or successful. Bogart is not a law firm or accounting firm, and no portion of its services should be construed as legal or accounting advice. There is no guarantee a client will experience a certain level of results if Bogart is engaged. Our brochure describing services and fees can be found at www.bogartwealth.com.